Now, but here's the thing. Watch this. Go to Deuteronomy 28. This is what happened. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. This is what happened to the children of Israel. And this is why Ebro made the statement he made. Mm-hmm. Is because Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Once we departed from God, we departed from our standard, we departed from our own dignity, our royalty, our regality, our worthiness, our respectability. This is what happened. Go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48. Bring it out! Therefore shall thou serve thy enemies.
So God said you would serve your enemies. Put the synonyms back on the screen. Put the synonyms back on the screen. I'm going to show you something. Put the synonyms from Google back on the screen. Thank you. Okay, read that again.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shall thou serve thy enemies.
So God said, therefore would you serve your enemies. Go ahead.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Which God would send against us. Go ahead.
In hunger.
For food.
And in thirst.
For water.
And in nakedness.
For the clothes on your back. Watch this.
And in want of all things.
So guess what? Your righteousness, your correctness. Put the synonyms back on the screen, please. Yes, I'm talking to the AV. Put the synonyms back on the screen because I can't see them. Thank you. It says your nobility. Read it again. Now I gotta get my thought back.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shall thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
It says in want of all things. So your integrity, the highest level that you can get to, your standard, is a white man's standard.
Right.
We all know they ain't got no standards.
Right.
Bring it out.
Right.
God said in Job that they were a base people.
Base people. Yes.
God said, is it Psalms where they are vile people? Psalms are.
Is it Isaiah? The vile.
Yeah, the vile and profane, right? Hebrews says a profane people. So then we can't be surprised and in shock and awe when we read the stories that we read about getting shot dead on a freaking highway.
Right.
Because our standard is based on a white man's standard.
That's right.
They ain't got no standards. When your standard, it goes as high as a base people, you ain't got no standard.
Right. Your base.
Your base.
Yes.
You ain't got no standard.
Right.
It said, so your respectability, your righteousness, your magnificence, your correctness, your grandeur, your decorum, your regality, your majesty, your nobility is all based on Esau, the so-called white man. And if you base it on that, you ain't getting that far. That means you have no correctness. That means you have no righteousness.
Right.
You have no integrity.
Right.
You have no nobility. You don't have none of that.
Right.
You don't have none of that.
Wow.
So the Lord said we would serve them in want of everything.
Right.
So with that being said, in order for us to come out from under that curse, what do we got to do? We have to come back to the laws of God, come back to the scriptures, come back to our heritage, our history, our culture, our nobility, our righteousness, our regality, our formality, our respectability. That's what we got to do. And every Tuesday we do it. Every Sabbath day, Sunday, Monday, to every 365 days of the year. That's what we're doing. We're restoring all of these synonyms that I'm reading right now. The magnificence, the formality, respectability, gravity, solemnity, all that. That's what we're doing.
Right.
That is what we're doing. All right.
Praise.
All praise to the Most High.
All praise to the Most High.
We halfway through.
Yes,
all
sir.
Right. All right. So did we get through this clip?
Yeah, that was the last. That was that final bomb when he said.
Okay.
Yeah, when he said that.
Okay, that final dagger to the heart.
That was the dagger, man.
All right. So now let's go to code switching. I want to show y'all something. Go to the one that says code switching.
It's Chandra Arthur, the TEDx.
Now I want that shorter clip first.
Oh, the one with the two brothers.
'Yes.
All right, say something. Let me send that one down. Here it is. Let me send that one down.
So while we're talking about a world made for whiteness, right? We're getting into what the so-called black man, black woman, Hispanic man, Hispanic woman, Native American man, Native American woman, what we have to live with and deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Mm-hmm.
How we can't be who we are.
Right.
Even as repentant Israel.
Right.
You can't just walk in and be, yo, I'm an Israelite.
Right.
How you doing, Billy?
Yeah.
You good? Hey, we the children of Israel. We God's chosen people. You can't
Right.
do that.
No.
You can't go through the job saying shalom.
Mm.
They look at you sideways. What the hell are you talking about?
Right.
So pull this video up and let's watch this real quick.
Yeah, it's at the very bottom.
Breeds code switching, is switching.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, switching to make that person feel comfortable, to feel like you are the culture fit, and we've even experienced it where we realize that the person isn't as much of a culture fit for us, so we start adapting to them because we feel like we want to make them comfortable.
Hey, can we get a little more volume on that?
Yeah.
What the so-called norm is when it comes to business,
It's black people have to like switch up every single time they're around white people. You can't be black. You have to talk in a way that makes them feel comfortable.
So pause that. So he said, I can't hardly hear any speakers back there.
Right.
But so he said, black people have to, amongst white people, we got to make them feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
They're the dominant race right in the earth, right?
Right.
Especially here in America, they're the dominant race. So I'm like, damn, that completely strips away any level of what's the word I'm looking for? Y'all help me out. Character.
Character.
That black people have.
Right.
We can't even be just normal.
Mm-hmm.
We can't be like you said earlier. I understand about pronouncing words. I pronounce
Exactly.
75% of my words.
Not bad.
Well,
Not bad.
I do. I think I do, ladies. Do I do okay? I do okay. It's just sometimes, it comes out. But I was talking to a brother. Has it been 2 weeks? 2 or 3? No, it's been longer than that. Maybe 3 weeks ago now. And he was just saying about his job. He's in corporate America, and he said I said y'all a lot. Mind you, he ain't from Texas, but I am. See, I said ain't.
Ain't. He said ain't.
Because I'm gonna say ain't.
I'm gonna say ain't.
He said I say y'all a lot. I was like, never thought about it. Don't even. I say what I say when I say it, and that just be what I say.
Right.
So he said I say y'all a lot. I was like, interesting, because we was on a call or whatever kind of meeting or whatever. I was like, okay. He said, how you talk at work? I don't know. I talk. I talk, how everybody else talks, because my job is not as corporate.
Right.
It'd be a lot of big wigs, VPs and directors everywhere, whatever the case is. But it's a lot of people that talk way more country than I do.
Right. Okay. Right.
So he was like, if you want to make it in this world, in this corporate environment, you need to, you got to fix your grammar. You got to talk, with a little bit. Let me see how I can.
He told you didn't sound enough like a white boy.
I ain't sound white. I did not sound white enough.
That's what he's saying.
Wow. That's what he said when I said it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take that into consideration, and I do. I be thinking about it. But then I hear this other sister. She in Atlanta, and everybody that I work with in Atlanta, because I work with people all over the country. But it's another sister that work in Atlanta. She way more country than I am.
Right.
I'm talking about. Let me see if I can. I don't know. She from Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to brothers and sisters in Atlanta.
Right.
But she sound like Officer Carmella with a look with
wow.
a real just thick, heavy. I name dropped.
Yeah.
I love you, brother.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
But they do country slang on the show though. So yeah, they know.
Right. You know for that country stuff.
So it's like, dang, why do we have to be so
careful how we speak.
You know, we just got to switch everything up.
We have to conform every
We got to
time.
conform in every way.
Right.
I'm not saying talking crazy should be the norm,
Right.
obviously, but in everything you got to switch up and you got to make them feel comfortable.
Yeah.
This next clip that we're gonna watch after this one, I'm not gonna watch this whole thing. We'll probably get through, I think, half of it. But in everything we do, in every interaction, it's about making the dominant race comfortable.
Right.
Making them comfortable.
Right.
All right.
Esau, who's always been refuted as nothing. That's who we comparing ourselves to.
Yes. Yes. We compare ourselves to nothing.
Right.
Our standard is nothing. We have no standard. That's what it is. So go ahead, play on.
People have to like switch up every single time they're around white people. You can't be black. You have to talk in a way that makes them feel comfortable. And you know, I don't know what to really, I know where I'm going with this, but what I'm saying is even us as black people, as black men, is we really have to watch ourselves a lot, is we really have to always be on our toes to make sure that we're not crossing the line. If I'm angry, I have to be angry and be politically correct at the same time. And you see this in whatever, football, like Tom Brady, he's there angry and whatever, it's like he's showing passion, quote unquote. If a black person does it, he's acting like a clown. He's showing, he's not really being a good team player. You know when a black person dances, or they're angry, they're showing emotion and everything. He's just like, whoa, it's like that angry black man type of stereotype they get. But then someone like Tom Brady or like another white player is like, wow, look at that passion they're showing on the thing. That is what winning looks like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pause it. It's those subconscious stereotypes about our people that reinforces that the Bible is a true book. When you read Deuteronomy 28, and it talks about us being a proverb.
Right.
When what you have in your mind about the so-called black man or the so-called black woman, the Israelite man, the Israelite woman, it's always a negative connotation in every regard. So like he mentioned, he said, when you're talking about, for example, bad example, but I'm gonna say it anyway. When you talk about like the riots and stuff, when white people win a hockey game, championship hockey game, they go out in the streets and start tearing SH up.
They just
They're
enthusiastic
enthusiastic fans. Right. When black people do it, we monsters, thugs.
Thugs is looting and rioting.
Looting and rioting, and we deserve to be shot.
And they shoot us.
And they literally shoot us. It's the same thing when you dealing with police stops.
Yeah.
I saw a video coming back from OKC this past Sunday, and this Edomite is in the car. He talking mad crazy. He is he switched the tags on the car, whatever. The Edomite cops just as cool as a fan, like, oh, you switched the car, you switched the plates on the car. My dude, he switched the plates on the car.
What?
If our license is suspended, God forbid,
Right.
you might catch a bullet that day.
Right. Wow.
His license was suspended. Switched the
tags.
plates on the car, the tags on the car. Then they like, all right, we're finna pull you out the car. So he said, yo, I'm not getting out this car. They ain't pull no gun, no nothing. One of the cops, Edomite cop, he pulls or he gets in the car and he starts to grab the dude by the neck.
Right.
And the dude slams on the gas, mashed the gas, and drove off. You can see the body cam footage. He drove this cop. It had to be 100 yards, 200 yards, something like that.
All praise.
The cop ended up letting go, and then the car rolled over him.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. White folks they go that far.
Wow.
They go that far. We say hands up. Hands up, don't shoot and we'll catch a bullet.
Right.
Let alone running somebody over.
Wow.
And he's still alive, huh?
He's still alive, yeah. But he hit a police car and he killed the cop.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he drove off, the guy that he rolled over, he didn't die. But during the chase, he was driving through a neighborhood. He ended up hitting a cop car head on and killed the cop.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if we reach for a permit that says a conceal and carry license, because you asked us for our ID, conceal and carry, you saying we get killed, we get shot with our woman and our child in the back seat.
Yes.
But the guy can drive off and drag a cop and
run him over,
and he made it.
Yep.
Wow.
And he can make it.
Wow.
He can go kill another cop. He'll go kill a cop, hit him, and still only get dragged out the car.
Right.
He ain't getting shot. He ain't getting tased because he didn't get shot nor tased.
Yeah.
He just got pulled out the car.
It sounds like a world of whiteness to me.
Sound like a world made for whiteness.
World made for whiteness.
That's what that is.
Sheesh.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.